This is Africa Football Connect, and we are back again talking Europa, talking what has happened, talking about what is happening. As you can see on the story, Manchester United are thinking of going over N'Golo Kante. They're thinking of bringing N'Golo Kante to the club. So a lot of things are just happening, and we cannot even stop. We can't even get a chance to actually rest and talk about a lot of things. But before we go anyway, guys, help us by clicking the subscribe button and clicking the like button, because we do videos like this twice or thrice a day. So we are talking Europa, and Sevilla have just beaten Inter Milan by 3 goals to 2. So let's go deep on the news. Let's look at what was happening. So it seems like Sevilla are now the kings, so they've just won by 3 goals to 2. So what they're saying is this. I wasn't watching the game, so I just want to give you the review. So they're saying that Europa League kings Sevilla won the tournament for a record of 6 times, thanks to a victory over Inter Milan in the thrilling final in Coro, wherever the place it was. The drama started when Sevilla defender Diego Carlos fooled Romelu Lukaku for an Inter penalty, and ended when Lukaku deflected Carlos' bicycle kick into his own net. It means Inter Milan waited for a trophy. Inter Milan will wait for the trophy and will be take over the 10th year at least. Lukaku gave the Inter side an early lead from a penalty spot from his 34th goal of the season, extending his record scoring considerably from Europa games to 11. Luuk de Jong scored 2 headers from Jesus Navas and the elbow crosses to put Sevilla in the lead. Inter were leveled with Diego Godin to make it 2-2 in the 35. Then the game couldn't continue at the high tempo, but with extra time on the cards, there were a twist to come. Carlos flew into the air to meet a high ball, an over kick which was probably going wide, until Lukaku struck out a leg and diverted the past his own goalkeeper to a first trophy in the managerial career of Sevilla boss Julian Lopetegui, whose side are unbeaten since February. A run of 21 games. The last 9 Europa Leagues are all been won by the Spanish side or England teams. Sevilla have won 4, Chelsea have won 2, Atletico Madrid and Manchester United each won. The last Italian team to win were Parma in 1990. So it seems like this is not a... It looks like this cup actually refuses to go to the Spanish side. They're only being won by the English side and the other clubs. So I was watching people when they were talking before the game even started. I was watching what they were saying, making fun of what they think of Lukaku, making fun of whatever they were thinking about the situation. I did watch some weird and interesting comments from what people were saying before the game. They were saying that Manchester United's outcasts are actually in the final because there's a Herrera in the Champions League with PSG, and also there's Lukaku, Sanchez and the Ashley Young in the Europa. So it seems like they did manage to get a bronze out of it, something that even United couldn't do in all the tournaments that they were in. And congratulations to them. So this was what all that happened, guys, and congratulations to Sevilla once again for actually winning this. I did see a comment from Liverpool congratulating one of their players who's that side of Sevilla, who's playing very well and is actually in demand in terms of how he's performing that side. So this was an interesting time, and we hope to actually see more from this. But congratulations to Sevilla, you deserve it and you can go celebrate it. And thanks to Lukaku, he made it easy for you. So we can actually go look at how the game went by looking at what the game is holding. Let me just try to find out the stats of the game, how it was like in terms of the football stats. because if we only focus on what happened in the game, that would be just bad. So let me try to go on the stats. Let me find out what happened. Yeah, so Sevilla finished 3 and the Inter Milan finished 2. Luuk de Jong scored 2. De Jong, is this not the same De Jong that Barcelona are interested in? And Dallos scored the last, which was deflected by Lukaku. So maybe his goal was already on target, but the deflection just put it on the other side of the target. So in terms of shots, it seems like Sevilla were leading by 14 shots to 9 that Inter Milan had, and the 6 shots of all the 14 that Sevilla did were on target, and 5 of the shots of Milan were all on target. And in terms of position, it seems like Milan were leading by 53% and 37. I think this had to happen in the end, because in the end I did check, maybe the last 10 minutes Sevilla were only defending, they were just defending. So that's why maybe it is a reason to this point for them. And the passes, Inter Milan had more. Pass accuracy, Sevilla were good. Fouls that were committed in the game, Inter committed a lot. Yellow cards, it seems like Inter got 3 and Sevilla got 1. Then corner kicks, can you believe it? Sevilla only got 1 corner kick and Inter got 2, and offsides 2-0. So it was an interesting game. I'm looking at the players who were all present in the game. For Sevilla, it was Bruno. As you can see, I think you can just see them on this one, but there was Lukaku who scored a goal, and De Jong who scored a goal, who scored double goals. Then Carlos who scored the last one. And for Sevilla, and Lukaku and Diego Godin are the only people who scored the goal. So that's how the thing went. And I'm not even seeing Alexis Sanchez here. What happened? I thought he was going to be in the game, or maybe he was in the substitute. Let me see. Yeah, he entered later in the game. I don't know what time did he enter, but he entered later in the game. But that's what happened, guys. That's what happened. The outcast of Manchester United were not able to win the trophy that a lot of people were so excited about, looking here on social media, so excited that they've actually achieved something that these guys were not able to do much to do this season. Because remember, they were in the same competition and they were knocked out by Sevilla the last time. So now Sevilla have gone to actually win the tournament, which I think they deserved according to what we are seeing here. So you tell me what you think. You just put it down on the comments below. What are the Manchester United fans feeling, and what are the Sevilla fans at the same time, the Inter Milan fans feeling, and what can they say according to the game? So if things goes well, the friendly of Liverpool tomorrow, it will be live. I will try to do a live commentary when the game has been played, so I'll be letting you go know whatever that will be happening, and I'll be giving you information of whatever that will be happening. So it's important you click the subscribe button, and if things goes 100% well, like I'm hoping, also the game of the PSG versus Bayern game, it will also be live on this. We'll make sure that it will be live for you guys to see it. So we will be expecting more to come from this. So let's now move to the top story of the day, which came from the goal, which they were saying that transfer news. Manchester United are considering Kante move. We are back again in the situation where Manchester United just go after people that can actually get. It's not the first time Manchester United were linked with a player like Kante. It's not actually the first time when they were linked with Kante, if I remember very well. It's not even the first time. You can actually say something if you think I'm lying. Tell me, Manchester United supporters, am I lying of this information that I'm giving, that you were not linked with Kante? You were actually linked with him when he was still at Leicester. If I remember well, you were linked with him when he was still at Leicester, and now it seems like you're thinking of getting him back. So this is the information. Let me just read here. They're saying that Newcastle are mulling over Ramsey move. Manchester United include Romero and Grealish bid. Koeman requested Depay's signature, and the Manchester United considering Kante move. So let me start with the first one, the Kante move. Let me read what they're saying. The midfielder struggled with with game time in the 2019-2020 due to injury. Manchester United are considering a bid for Chelsea midfielder N'Golo Kante. Reports from the Mirror. Kante is a formed formidable duo with Paul Pogba during the France 2018 World Cup win, but struggled for regular time at Stamford Bridge in an injury hit in 2019-2020. Yeah, I like how they're actually specifying that the injuries were not like he couldn't find game time, but because of the injuries he picked, he couldn't actually get enough game time. So they're thinking that maybe if they bring him this side, he might actually get enough game time that they're thinking he might get. So that's the information we have right now. And again, United being linked with players, but no any deal that has actually come to hand. I'll believe these stories until when United are actually holding what the player and they've actually got what they are saying they want here, because they can just give us things that they're interested in, telling us that they're interested in a player and they don't get the player. So we have to wait and see how this one will actually come and will actually lead to the end. That's when we'll keep talking about it and we'll actually give you our final verdict of the story. But as we are looking at the situation right now, I think it's just United making noise again and making noise, and nothing will come in the end. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. We'll have to wait and see what happens, because noise is something that United are good at. They'll tell you something else and they do a different thing. Tell you something else, they do a different thing. So we'll have to wait and see, unless they actually sign the player, than to be linked like what Chelsea were being. We'll wait and see. And I don't know, I've never heard anything Chelsea complaining about Kante, unless of the injuries, but nothing, any complaints of saying that they don't want to lose the player. But we'll have to wait and see, because Chelsea needs some funds to buy some of these people that don't want it. But will this case sell key people like Kante? They might sell Jorginho, not N'Golo Kante. That is to be something that we'll find out in time as time moves on. So let me check that one. Koeman, they request Depay signature. Let me click on that one to see what they're talking about. So Koeman is now the Barcelona manager, and like I was saying yesterday, he's requesting that he gets all the players that he has worked with in the past, all of them signed under Barcelona. So that's saying that new Barca boss worked with Memphis Depay as Netherlands coach. Ronald Koeman has requested the compared Memphis Depay as his first major Barcelona signing, reported at RAC1 via Sport. The new Barcelona coach is more than familiar with the Depay's talent, having worked closely with the Lyon star during his tenure with the Netherlands prior to taking over Camp Nou. So you tell me what you think, guys. Do you think this is going to happen? Is this something that seems like it will actually materialize? Do you think that he'll go this side? I think he might go there. And but one thing I have a problem with. One thing that I have a problem is I am here. I feel like in this situation, this guy is just gonna be getting players. After getting players, and like the regular, like what always happens all the time, he's going to get fired. When he's fired, we will find ourselves in a situation that the player will be stuck at Barcelona, and Barcelona will know how to do with it, because they would have moved on to a new coach, and he will lose what the game time he thought he was going to get. So I don't know what you think, but that's what I'm thinking. Just looking at the situation that is at hand, that this I don't think is a good move for him. But let's wait and see. Maybe you actually spend time at Barcelona, but Barcelona, they fired a lot of people. I was actually laughing at a joke that I had today, that people were saying that Ousmane Dembele, every time whenever he's injured, when he comes back, there's always a new coach for Barcelona. Whenever he's injured, when he comes back, there's always a new coach for Barcelona. So that's what I'm seeing happening here. The same situation is happening here. So we'll wait and see, and we'll talk about it as things moves on. Let me go to another story. Manchester United queuing for Romelu in English bid. Okay, let me click on that one. So the Red Devils are keen on a Villa star. Manchester United are willing to include Sergio Romero in their bid to prize Jack Grealish from Aston Villa. Metro reports that the Red Devil will try to sweeten the deal with the talented playmaker by throwing in an Argentina international goalkeeper. So that's the player. I think that's the keeper that they're gonna be putting so that they get the player that they want. So this might be an interesting one. We will have to keep a closer eye on it, and we'll wait and see what happens. But that's the information we are getting at the moment, and as you can see, it's all written there. We'll just keep talking about it until something actually happens. So there's another one. They're saying that Newcastle are mulling over Ramsey move. Majipsy wants former Arsenal star. Newcastle are considering an approach for Juventus midfielder Aaron Ramsey, claims at the Tutto Juve. The former Arsenal star could be brought back to England after just one season at the Serie A champs. Yeah, I did make a video a week back when I was complaining about how these clubs, how Juve is treating players. So if you are interested in watching what I was saying and some information that I was given, you might consider going to look at it and you actually understand what I was saying. Because like I was saying, Juve just enjoy using players, getting players and throw them away. They did that with Emre Can, and they are doing that right now with who? Aaron Ramsey, and it's just something that's just gonna keep continuing if we don't find actually an end for the situation. So let's just wait and see what happened. But that's the situation we have right now. What can we say? That's the situation we have. It's something that we cannot do anything about, but just complain and wait and see what happens as time moves on. Okay. Dembele not ruling Manchester United move. The Manchester United Evening News claims that Lyon striker Moussa Dembele could be on the move this summer. The former Celtic frontman has attracted interest from Manchester United in the past and is closing closes doors on waiting out on his options. That one we'll have to wait and see until it happens. Bale is wasting time and should return to Spurs. Gareth Bale is wasting time at Real Madrid and should be considering a return to Tottenham, says Georgian Kessler. I did talk about this information today in the morning. If you remember, if you have watched my past video, the one that I did in the morning, I was actually talking about this situation that he feels like this guy is wasting his talent by not actually playing. So we have to wait and see what happens. Wolves join in on the hunt for middle knives. So Arsenal are thinking of letting down one of their fullbacks, Niles. So the club that was interested in him, which one was it? I think it's Brighton. So Brighton have been heavily linked with the 22-year-old, as have Newcastle, but it could be by the end, it could be that he ended up heading to Molexi Stadium. So Newcastle and Brighton were the clubs who had a lot of stories about this player going, and we heard something was happening, but now it seems like that Wolves is just coming from Norway and they want to get the player. And because of how Wolves is like right now in the Premier League, they might be actually the club that might be able to get the player out of the two that we've just mentioned today. So we'll have to wait and watch it closely, and we'll keep you updated on whatever that happens on the situation. Wolves have joined. I just read this. Manchester United agreed terms with Jadon Sancho. So the Sancho situation again, it's back again. It just refused to go away. So let's just read what they're saying right now. They're saying that Manchester United have everything in place with Jadon Sancho for a transfer to be made. Claims United report. That's the source of the information. The personal terms have been thrashed out with the England international winger, but Borussia Dortmund continued to put up a fight when it comes to agreeing on the fee. they're just saying these things just to push time the United fans to just to make Borussia Dortmund do what is not going to happen. Borussia Dortmund just said that this thing is over. If you are interested in this player, you have to actually try next season, and I will keep reminding you guys, this situation is over. If you are interested, try next season. Please move on. For once, just try to move on, United people. Try to move on. It will actually help you a lot if you do so. So that's the information we have right now. Let me go on the other news that we have. So they are saying that Chelsea offered the PSG legend Thiago Silva. Chelsea have been offered the PSG centre-back Thiago Silva on a free transfer as the move over replacement in the heart of their defense. The Brazilian will be turning 36 next month. Is set to leave PSG after Champions League final, and has also reportedly been offered to Fiorentina and AC Milan. The Blues are considering a shake-up in their defense, having considered the 54 goals in the last season's Premier League, the most out of any of the top 10 sides. So we will have to wait, and we'll keep our eyes on that situation and find out what will happen. So seems like that there's a new Orlando City bride. We know nothing more about this thing, so I'm just gonna move on to the next information. So Aki would have been perfect for Manchester United at £40 million. Nathan Aki would have been a good buy for Manchester United at £40 million. £40 million, £52 million, says the Glory Hill, with the Red Devil considering to be in need of another centre half to partner Maguire. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has faced a number of calls for more defensive talent to be snapped up in the last transfer window. The option was there for Aki to be targeted on the Bournemouth's relegation out of the Premier League, but he will be turning out in Manchester City in 2020-2021. So they're just wishing that maybe it was going to be perfect for this, but remember the player has already moved on to Manchester City, so I think it will be a good thing for you guys if you also move on as well, because this won't help anything, just talking about a situation that is not going to happen. So let's move on and see what else you can go after rather than the player who's already gone. Don't you think that would be an option or a good idea instead? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens. So let me see what we move on to now. The next story we have. So the next story is that Igor Tudor has joined Andre Pirlo's staff at Juventus as an assistant coach. Haskins announced the departure of their manager in the official statement on Friday, which reads, Igor Tudor is is no longer the coach of Huddersfield, and after the decision to accept the offer of the new Juventus coach Andrea Pirlo to join him in Italy as the assistant and in professional staff. Now the former coach of the Whites spent 8 months in the second team of the bench of Hulk, which led them in the 18th official matches. We wish the coach what more and more, but congratulations to him, and we hope for the best. Jadon Sancho would make the same impact as Fernandes. Who's saying this now? And this was just 3 hours ago. You see what I'm talking about? United just refused to move on the situation of Jadon Sancho. They just refuse to move on. They are just stuck. They're just stuck into a player who has already moved on. They are just so stuck into a player who has already moved on. So it's crazy. We'll just keep talking about it. What can we do? Because that's what we only have to do. Manchester United. Okay. Jadon Sancho is capable of making the same kind of impact at Manchester United as Bruno Fernandes enjoyed enjoyed claims over Owen Hagwell. The Red Devil continues to explore the option of bringing an English international back to homeland from Borussia Dortmund. Back in 2007, the former Three Lions. What is this? This is not even important from whatever we're talking about. Let's just move on. Don't have time to waste. Juventus have decided to terminate Gonzalo Higuain and Simone Ak's contract according to Sky Italy. The two players would leave the tour as soon as the agreement on the final payout is reached. Andre Pirlo has just began to clear out the bedwood after being appointed Juve manager. The Barcelona with Barcelona tweet sold to Inter Miami earlier this month. Okay, we'll wait and see what you are going to offer us next season, Juve. PSG interested in buying Pavard. So Bayern Munich defender Benjamin Pavard is the subject of interest from Paris Saint-Germain, according to El Equipe. The German champions are considering launching a bid for the 24-year-old after the Champions League final. Pavard could feature against his potential suitors when Bayern faces PSG in the Sunday European showpiece in Lisbon, having just returned from the injury layoff. So there's an interesting one as well, guys. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but good luck to both candidates on how the situation is going to play out. So this is the information that we got from the goal. Now we are moving on the other. Let me try to check what transfer situations are there. Honestly, words from Takumi Minamino explained Manchester United transfer advice and Liverpool's regret. What is happening now? What is happening now with the Liverpool information? Oh, on the another news, I forgot to talk about it as we wait for this thing to be okay. On the other news, they are saying that Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain has picked up a knock in the training. So it means he won't be featuring in the preseason for Liverpool again, and we just hope for a speedy recovery for the player. Remember, I was talking about the situation of Liverpool buying Thiago and adding him as part of the midfielder talent in the Liverpool dressing room, and they were saying that they're thinking that it will disturb the morale of the team. But now, guess what? One of the midfielders just got injured and another one left to play for Brighton. When we are talking of what's his name, how can I forget my own team, my own player? God help me. Adam Lallana left to play for Brighton, so we have no replacement for that, and we have another midfielder just picked that knock. So Liverpool has to be serious on that situation and actually try to get somebody. I know that in the Adam Lallana situation, you are thinking of using who? You're thinking of using Curtis Jones as the replacement of that part. Yes, it makes sense, but we need another replacement also for who? For Oxlade-Chamberlain, who just picked up an injury right now. So please think of buying Thiago. We will support you. We're here to support you. Please think of that. That will actually help the team, and also as the supporters will be at ease. Do that as soon as you can. So Jack, I did talk about this one in the morning. Done deal. Lewis Dunk has just signed a 5-year contract with Brighton Hove, which has just come as a shocker to me, because if I remember very well, this player was linked a lot with Chelsea, like he was supposed to be moving to Chelsea. So what does this mean if they're saying that the guy has just signed another 5-year contract with the club, or he's decided to stay with the Brighton where he thinks he's going to get enough game time to keep playing? That might make sense as well, that he maybe has decided to stay with the team and actually get more game time. So good luck to him, and people are actually laughing. Let me hear what you are saying in the comment. The pain goes straight to Stamford Bridge, straightforward. Like I was just saying, bro, I thought that Chelsea were the ones who were going to get the player, but now it seems like he's staying where he is. So this is just the pain that is hitting Chelsea straight in the head. And they're saying that, oh, this was Michael Dennis who was talking about this. Vela Brown is saying that a relaxed dunk is on the very is relaxed dunk is an average player. We need Giminizi. Who's that Gimenez? I don't know him. Oh, Jimenez. I don't know. That's not the one. So, Chelsea Football Club are on the verge of completing the signing of Ben Chilwell from Leicester. He's undergone medical checks. He's undergone medical checks on his injury, and Chelsea have been kept in the loop about his return date. That source, that is the Atlant. So it seems like Chelsea are not slowing down on trying to make this new project that Frank Lampard has, and now they are signing Leicester's fullback Ben Chilwell, and it seems like they know that he's in an injury, but they are actually waiting for the injury, and they are being kept on the loop of whatever that is happening. But it seems like there's a deal that is about to happen here. The signing of the player might be, maybe when we start this new season, he might be also a Chelsea player very soon. So we have to wait and see what happens on the situation. But that's the information we are hearing, guys. Tell me what you think on the comments below. Do you think he has done a good job to go to Chelsea Football Club, deciding to go Chelsea over Leicester? I think it's a good business and a good job for him as well, because he needs the game time. Juventus have decided to terminate the contracts of Gonzalo Higuain and Sami Khedira. New manager Andres Pirlo has not included the duo in the plans for moving forward. So it seems like other people have not. A player like Higuain, he's somebody who can always shock you every time. Now he's a free agent. After getting his money, he'll be a free agent. So I think I would consider a lot of clubs who need big strikers to actually go after him. I know he's a veteran, but he can actually provide what you need. He can actually do the job that most of your players are not doing. So think about it, guys. It's gonna help you a lot. So it seems like that's all the transfer news we have right now. Let me try to check if I'm living on anything. So that's the situation. So please, guys, click the subscribe button and the like button. And tomorrow, like I just said, I will be live streaming. Not exactly like live streaming the game. I'll be giving my reaction on the live game that will be live tomorrow, which is Liverpool versus Sterling something. And if it goes well, it might also go well to the Champions League as well. So consider subscribing and liking the page for those, because that's what we'll be working on in the coming days. So it will actually help a lot. So click the subscribe button and click the like button to help the page in whatever we'll be doing next on our next project. So let me check. And also, just a reminder before I leave Facebook, I want to remind you guys that if you go on Facebook and you type Africa Football Connect, you will see a group which has been made. You see right now there are about 18 members now who are joining, and I hope you can be the 19th and you can actually help the page. So this is the page. You can also visit it. It's actually a group. You can also visit the group. It's a public group where you are allowed to share whatever you think, and you will leave your comments or whatever you have, the information you want to share. This is something that we're going to be using a lot most of the time, especially when we have people who have a problem in typing while something is live. So consider coming here and clicking the like or joining this group, because it's going to do wonders. Maybe we might make the page after we see how much the group grows. And also I told you that there will be a Twitter account and a Facebook account as time moves on. So that's the situation we have at the moment. Let me see if there are any transfer news that I'm leaving out. So what do you think? Do you think that the Kante deal can actually happen? Do you think that we can actually get something out of the Kante deal? Because United, it seems like they think that they can get, because United are being linked with everybody in the book. Everyone who's not even playing, they're being linked with United. So I want to hear what you think, you United fans. You think that you can get something out of your player? Do you think that something can actually materialize? I'll wait to hear what you say on the comments below. I'll wait to hear what you say on the comments below. So all the information that I'm seeing here that actually not doing any justice to anything that we might want to add. There's no justice at all. Any new transfer news that we need to look about, and just a reminder to the United fans that one of your main men, or let me just say the captain of the team, is still in bars. He's still in bars. He was arrested and he is still in bars. Harry Maguire has been transferred to Maicon to Euro in the police vehicle after an incident last night. Not our usual transfer news. That Sky Sports just is complaining that they were actually expecting to be doing transfer news, but what they're getting is that another man is in custody, if I have to speak also myself. So let me click on this one. It seems like there's something that is happening in Decore, which is transfer talk. Transfer news live. Chelsea closing in on signing Chilwell in a £15 million deal. Chelsea linked with Manchester United, linked with ex-Arsenal Ramsey, and also United are linked with the Ramsey as well. Wow, that is just crazy. I didn't expect that to happen. And what are they saying? Aubameyang's contract decision. Let's go now. Let's read what we have here. Ben Chilwell to Chelsea. I did talk about this one. Manchester United are eyeing on the Juvescope of former Arsenal Aaron Ramsey, one or three players targeting by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Leeds United are plotting to shock a scope for buying Leverkusen star. Who's the star? Bayer Leverkusen star? Yes. Leon Bradley, who has previously been linked with Chelsea and Manchester United. Manchester City desperate to beat Liverpool signing of Thiago from Bayern Munich, with Pep Guardiola also in contact with the Kingsley Coman and David Alba, and Liverpool are flocking and not being serious on getting the player. Now you look what Manchester City are thinking of doing, and I know how that sell pitch will be like. Liverpool, we're not interested in getting you, so aren't you not interested to come and plot revenge and actually revenge them for not taking you seriously for a good player you are? So Liverpool need to step up on their success and get this player before something happens, and we'll keep you connected every time when these things goes, like we always do Africa Football Connect. So consider clicking the subscribe button. Chelsea are on the advanced stage to talk to sign Thiago Silva, who will leave Paris Saint-Germain on a free transfer after the Champions League final. Owen, we did read this. Yes, West Ham ready to offload Jack. Yes, we did talk about this. Lionel Messi tells Ronald Koeman he doesn't see his future at Barcelona. That was yesterday's news. So I saw Decore over there. I thought there was going to be something about Decore, but as I'm looking at the situation, nothing. Chelsea could complete the signing of this. Yes. We talked about that. Yes. What else? Yeah, Arsenal. Okay. Luis Dunk has signed the 5-year, which is going to hurt Chelsea as well, like we are talking about. Okay. So these are all the news that we have, guys. The Sancho thing just refused to go away. Today I wanted to make it clear so that you can actually see that these are the things we are dealing with. It's not a transfer request. The guy is in jail. And Lionel Messi. So where do you think Lionel Messi will be playing next season, guys? It's still interested to find out. And how is this the issue between these two going to end? Because he needs him, but he wants to eat this club's money year before he goes to this side. So it's going to be interesting to find out how the situation goes. But that's what we're hearing at the moment. What else? What else? Okay. So, like I told you on the news part, we have a problem that Ox Chamberlain won't be training with the team no more because of the injury picked up, and also what else? What? I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I think I've done justice in all the things that I had to be covered, and I did talk and give you my whatever I think. And congratulations to Sevilla for winning their 60th Europa Cup. Well deserved and well deserved. And Kante to Manchester United, I feel like it's a no go. But you never know with these transfer windows. Maybe there are some situations that we don't know that United knows, because usually these big players, big clubs, they can always go after anyone and they go because of the money or maybe because of the services. So we'll wait and see what happens. So guys, it's already 1 o'clock this side. Like I'm talking 1 a.m. in the morning. I'm going to disappear now and maybe talk later in the morning around 11 or 12 if there's any news that I have to come back for. But this has been Africa Football Connect, and I've been your host Sam, and we'll meet again on another video. I hope you enjoy the next video that is here to come. So thank you very much for watching. We'll communicate very soon when